Hey, what's up guys, it's Dom from Hole Printing Inc. I want to share a quick video with you guys, and this one is going to be a bit different from my usual printing content. So the main takeaway I want you guys to take away from this video is going to be nobody's perfect. And I know it's kind of cliche to hear, but it is true. Although you want to be perfect and you're striving for perfection, perfection will only slow you down. Perfection makes you procrastinate. And just a disclaimer guys, I did not script this video. This is coming directly from my heart. While I come up and start building and working with bigger and bigger companies, I'm starting to realize that the pressure I'm putting on myself is unrealistic. You will never do something perfectly. You can only strive for perfection and accept what you can do. Do the best that you can with what you have and accept. Don't try to aim for perfection because you will only feel devastated. I will keep this video as humanly short as possible, but the main takeaway is to really be easy on yourself. Have high expectations, obviously. Put yourself to a high standard, but never succumb to depression because you're not achieving perfection. Perfection is not a human state. Perfection is a godlike state. You are not God. You can try to become and imitate his or her values or whatever you believe in, but you'll never be able to attain perfection, and even less maintain it. Let's say you put hours and hours in trying to print the perfect t-shirt. Who's gonna win in the long run? You, trying to achieve perfection, or the person that has high standards, is obviously putting perfection as one of their goals, but accepts that they're trying their best that they can, and they move on? Who's gonna win? The perfectionist that becomes paralyzed, or the action taker that accepts? This is not an excuse nor a cope to accept unworthy work, work that is not up to par, or work that you feel and believe that is unacceptable. This is only for perfectionists, which I can relate with a lot of you guys that are probably perfectionists that are dealing with a lot of struggles mentally. These struggles mentally are holding you back and preventing you from attaining the next level in your life. I can speak from experience from coming with a little screen printing press that I bought on Amazon for like 200 bucks, a few screens, some emulsion, and just a lot of willpower. How I came from that little kid that was about 18 years old, just interested in doing his own clothing brand, to now being 22 years old and working with one of the biggest corporations in the world. This is not to brag or boast, this is to give you inspiration that perfection will only hold you back. Produce the best work that you can with what you have, and the results will completely astonish you. Not only will they astonish you, they'll astonish your clients, and they'll make you very, very proud to continue with this mindset. Have high expectations and high standards without driving yourself insane. Always try to improve and find better ways of optimizing your workflow and optimizing your quality without sacrificing your mental. This means if something is done and you decide to accept it, fully accept it. Do not reminisce on the past and think of how it could have been better. It can always be better. You're not perfect. This video is to shine some light on perfectionists and how perfectionists will never achieve what an action taker will achieve. I know guys, I'm a perfectionist. I take immense pride in my work, and when it's not perfect to how I would want it to be, I get very upset, and this is something I am still currently working on. But I can say with confidence that it's easier to have, I don't want to say lower expectations because that's not a proper word, and words are powerful. I want to say it's important to have realistic expectations while always trying to improve. The prints will not always be 100% consistent. Some of these things are even out of your control. For the things that you can control, you can only learn from that and get better. Don't let these mistakes, quote unquote, paralyze you and take a step backwards. Let these mistakes leave a mark of a lesson, and use these lessons to better improve your workflow and quality over time. And over time, you'll realize that that was the best thing you could do, because you're not perfect. This being said, if you just focus on two things, providing immense improvements, that means always upgrading your standards and always trying to be better than you were yesterday, while always being understanding with your clients, your suppliers, and everybody you do business with, your growth will be out of this world. If you cannot let your ego aside and be willing to understand and be compassionate with your suppliers and your clients and your staff and anybody else that is in that circle, your ego will block you from your success. And the last thing is, when you're doing your work, whether that be you directly, whether that be an employee, a staff member, whoever is in your team, strive to be always improving, but never strive for perfection, because perfection will not only slow you down, it's going to inevitably paralyze you. Be realistic and always strive to improve, and that's going to give you the best success you could ever achieve. This was Dom from Whole Printing Inc. Make a print you'll never forget.